lead.
Historic Lambeau Field fittingly it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. On the Washington sideline is head coach Dan Quinn. His guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. His counterpart on the Packers sideline, Matt LaFleur. His guys, on the other hand, weren't as fortunate in the opener, so they'll look for their first win here at home in week 2. After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead-up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1. With 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Really impressive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 21 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Love looking to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And the Packers first down.
Here's Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
To the air again, Love. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And let's go ahead and keep this one simple. He had one of the most impressive rookie seasons in NFL history. A true dual-threat quarterback. He can beat you a variety of ways. Took his team to the conference championship last season, trying to take them to the Super Bowl in year 2.
A good pick pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 47-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. And a dump off here to Robinson. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd.
To the air goes Daniels. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
3rd and 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
The Packers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. On 4th down, the Packers called on Daniel Whelan to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up, because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch here by McLaurin, and he's got himself a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Washington.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And a Washington first down.
Here's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Washington first down.
To throw is Daniels. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now Daniels. Throwing middle, and it's complete. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Zach Ertz. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Daniels looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Love now. That's taken in by Golden. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his
is going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And the Washington offense heading out.
This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake, Daniels. He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
A gain of 6. That's good for Washington. First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll take this to the 46.
Yeah, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a handoff to Rodriguez.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
At their own 14-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Packers.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Throwing. Love. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. In motion right, Debo. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Rashawn Gary able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
A 12-yard gain on the play.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Commanders 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him.
Daniels pass.
Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
They go play action. Daniels. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And McLaurin, the motion man right. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Daniels going to keep it. Able to slither by. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down.
Looking to throw. Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott. Here now 2nd and 4.
Ben Sinnott.
Back to throw. Daniels. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 16
So that one good
yards.
for 16, and the drive will continue.
1st down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Washington 1st
How about a
down.
nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Luke McCaffrey, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Packers 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packers offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a 2nd defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this 1st half. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Short throw, he's got Kraft. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45.
Working out of the gun. Love. And this one's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Going back to Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hanson for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here is Washington now to take over. They were 7-point winners a week ago, and they lead by 7 here as well as they start out 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Here's 3rd and 6.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To the air goes Daniels.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Washington. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Off the play fake, Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers.
Jayden Reed,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Throwing now is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Washington first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Now 2nd and 3.
Terry McLaurin. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44.
Give to Robinson on the option. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33.
Another Washington first down. It's a gain of 20. And the Commanders first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 7. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Daniels. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
On board field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On play action, Love to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
A 3-yard pickup.
2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Now Love. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And that is no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So here is Washington now to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the New York Giants. They lead this one as well right now as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Daniels looking to throw.
45-yard line.
Got a man. It's Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll try to run the option here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. And that is incomplete. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Back to the ground with Robinson. Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Daniels. A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
40-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Play action this time with Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Love fires that quickly outside. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Packers first down.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this will be a Packers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
That's another Packers.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
That's taken in by Watson.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too. It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Love now. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be from 49 yards out. The kick by McManus is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17.
So he's good with that one, but remember, he did miss one earlier, and right now that's the difference in the ballgame.
And he knows it all too well, but also understands he can't dwell on it. He's got that one through. That's what counts at this point.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. 4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago, and it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want ways to start the performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll try and do this himself.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first.
Washington first down. A gain of 15. First down.
Option play. Here's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Off the play fake. Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Washington Commanders first down. A gain of 1 yard.
They go play action. Daniels. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. That is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Love looking to throw it. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Samuel going to go in motion right. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 4th down, here's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll run with Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger.
Robinson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack.
Brian Robinson Jr., his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on their way to a 2-0 start. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Oh, what a move.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here's Love and the Packers.
Down by 12. 1:13 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Now Love.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Now 2nd and 4.
Bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Love.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Love looking to throw it. That's to Golden. He's got it right side.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Packers 1st down.
And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Here's Love.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's a turnover on down.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Washington,
it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.